Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and I am here for Kobayashi-san Chi no Maid Dragon S, Episode 10. Sorry to everyone who's been missing this show and all the other shows that I usually watch. I've been super sick for like a while, and then I got sick again immediately after being sick. It fucking sucks to be sick during the winter. It's been rainy and cold and shitty and gross, and I hate it a lot, and I've been in bed for like 2 weeks. But now I'm better, and now I'm back, and I'm going to be watching just as much, if not more stuff as before, and I've got some ideas for some new stuff to go up on the channel, so keep an eye out. No promises. Regardless, we are back for more Kobayashi-san Chi no Maid Dragon S, and we're probably just going to watch episode 10 today so that we can knock out the two final episodes. It's like, usually it's kind of a two-parter-y thing. I don't know if it is this time, but I just expect that it will be. I kind of when I was thinking about this before, I sort of expected that there were 13 episodes, and I was wrong. There are 12. So this makes sense to me. Also, I've still got some throat shit going on, so I'm just gonna take it relatively easy, and we'll catch up come next week. And this is gonna be the way that a lot of the shows this week are going, until I can get fully back on my feet and, like, figure some shit out. Regardless, we are back and glad to be so. Good to see you all. Thank you for waiting and thank you for your patience. And I'm sorry if you didn't get the memo that I was sick. I put it in a couple of places, but not everybody got it. So I apologize and thank you for all of your well wishes and also for remaining supporting the channel and stuff. It's super helpful. Last we left our draconic heroes. We dealt with some gifts and some like self-sufficiency from Shota, and then turned our attention to Iruru's story around that doll. And it was very cute, and it was a very well done, sort of serious bit of a moment, not a huge storyline or anything like that, but a serious bit of a moment that revealed more about Iruru's character and where she's been and where she's going and who she's becoming in the under the literal wings of Toru and Kobayashi, who I guess doesn't have literal wings, so the metaphor seemed really good for a second, and then it all fell apart in a second. So, yeah. But she seems to be doing really well, and I'm very pleased with that. And I was pleased with the episode. And then we had episode 9, which was about Elma and uh, uh, speaking truth to power, but in order to gain more sweets and more food, and then speaking truth to your old friend slash potentially ex, kind of a little bit of subtext there, except not speaking the truth at all until it kind of gets beaten out of you. Some great dragon fight stuff, some great funny jokes and gags and things, and a bit more depth on that sort of historical, long-term, lasting sort of on and off weird relationship that Toru and Elma have, and ending with a really lovely conclusion. I like these episodes a lot. They were really good, and now we're on to episode 10. The one thing that I remember from the preview of episode 10 is there was a new character who was a young girl who it looked like Kana was befriending, and that seems interesting and exciting. Don't know where Kana is going to meet this character or what that's going to consist of or how Saikawa will feel about it. Probably not great. But more characters, always a fun thing, and I'm excited to see what this character and what this journey entails for our characters. Yeah, Dragon Maid's been good. I'm looking forward to listening to the OP yet again. It's fucking sick, and I haven't heard it in a couple of weeks, and so we'll probably get halfway through the OP, and I'll be like, all right, yeah, no, it's fucking sick, which I've done basically every time that we've watched it, as though it's news to any of you that the OP is really good. But I'm excited anyway. Let's watch some Dragon Maid. Cool. I've got episode 10 of Kobayashi-san Chi no Maid Dragon S up and ready to go. It's 0 seconds. There will be 2 versions, picture-in-picture in the description, timer on YouTube, beep beep timer. Oh, I nailed it. Nailed it. Let's go. Who's flying? Or is this a dream? Wow, those clouds are dope. That's great. Oh, it's Kana. Ah. The cut mid line is amazing. I want to run away. Hmm. Like Tokyo? Like where? Hello, pigeons. Shoop. Hata! But puff goes the tail. Oh, oh, we're in New York. That kind of bright. What the fuck? All right, Kana, you need a visor hat and a camera. It's important. All right, that's fucking sick. I just did it. Well, fuck, it's too good. It's too good. It's not fair. It's not fair. I think I just have a thing for like brass instruments. Great. All right, welcome to New York. What is this place? This is the big city. Get out, come together. Yeah, this is hell. Captain America right over there. No, I'm kidding. Gurgle, gurgle. Yeah, you are a child alone in the middle of New York. I don't. Yeah, how are you gonna get it? You don't have money. No. Hi there. Mhm. Okay, that's a Japanese speaker. Good, good. Discount, discount, discount. Whoa. Oh, she just like changed her language. It was like it took me a second there. Aha. Way more than 595 yen, dude. Shit. Oh, you are in a. Well, then. A plot hook appears. Will our heroes. What? What? How are you running so casually? I mean. Oh, shit. Pop. Fuck. Yo, it never gets old. It's just better while Kana's doing it. The hard cut done. And that field of view. Wow. All these little tricks. All these little tricks. Where is that? 430. Okay. I'm 400 years old. No. Wait, did she just say, wait, is this New York? Like she didn't know? Kana. Oh, well, we're friends now. What? Yeah? I feel like this is not true. Okay, maybe it's true. Forget your problems. Heh. Ha. Eh. So many blonde people. Anything? Yatta! Hot dogs! Let's go. Oh, she's just happy to have a friend. Wait, what? All right. Not actually mafia. Whoa. Father is rich, though. Fuck. Oh, you got the dot hogs. How did you get here? Where is your mansion? What? No. Yeah. No, way different. Is she okay? She's got some issues. I'm sure she'll be alright, though. Did they do location research? They must have. So did Keone staff go to New York? Oh. Baha. Oh, wonderful. Oh, tell me they're gonna start skateboarding. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Oh, wow, that's great. Kana's dope as hell at everything, of course. Oh, that's familiar. Not familiar. Home's not so bad after all, huh? Might want to make up with your Kobayashi, huh? Figures, figures. I gotta go. Oh, yeah, there you go. Ooh, that color shift. Just by going to the shadowed back of her head. Oh, that's so clever. I want to look at that again. Ooh. Are you in the same boat? Oh, emotional response. What if they hate you? Yeah. Oh, we're angled. No, because Kobayashi isn't like that. But all this character is known as their home. I'll take you home with me. Come live in Japan. Oh shit, real kidnappers. Oh no. Oh fucking hell. Oh shit, okay. She was about to tell her the truth too. What? What? Whoa. Is this the same group? It is the same group, isn't it? That's Michael, right? Yeah. Yeah. Don't you touch her. Yeah, no shit, dude. Huh. Hey, what's going on? Weird. Holy shit. Oh my god, Kana. Holy shit, Kana. Oh wow, that smoke effect is so nuts. Nani? Hello. I'm a Durgan. No one will believe you. No one. Aww. Yeah, dream. Big dream. Sure, yeah, whatever. It's a dream. Fuck. God damn it, Kana. You're blowing your cover, Kana. Holy shit, what? How did you get to New York? No, serious question. How the fuck did you get to New York? I know. Okay, and you stole his black card and bought a plane ticket? I think you need ID and to be an adult. Aww. Aww. Eh, you, you might not want to do that. There's a dragon girl who lives in... Okay, we back. We back. Oh, fuck. Get Toru scared. Kobayashi. Work? Oh. Pop, 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 pop. Oh. Nope. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Oh my god, she was there the whole... I'll bet it's actually there, but we'll have to check. More Kana focus. Hmm. It is not here, but it is there. Ah, Uni. Cold tea. Let's go. That's the plan, baby. Oh. Family trip for Saikawa. Let's go eating. Let's go nomming. Nope, she just wants it. No. When it comes to food. Fuck. That delayed reaction is too real. No, that's not gonna help. Ah. Fuck. Is it plugged into her tail? Amazing. Ah. Easy Soben. Ah, mail. Oh, mail from Chloe? Maybe? Oh boy. Oh boy. Yatta! It's a giant fucking bite. God damn it. You drank it all? Walking out into a furnace. Great angle. Is that a... Is that a shell of a cicada? Like a shed? I don't know. Ah. Ah. Plenty. Many, many. Oh, okay. Okay. Ooh, I found one. Wow. Sweet. Oh, that's a cool one. You have too much energy, child. You have too much energy. Ooh, kohi. Yes, big walkin'. Ooh. Haw. Haw. Refreshed. This is so fucking cute. I can't get it. This is too fucking cute. This whole sequence. Oh wow. KFC? It is? Well, why? But he's quiet. Oh, and it's a summer shower. Instant. Fuck. Retreat. Nice. Oh, she's got more beads. Random instant showers. Oh, we're doing it again. It needs to be more gifable. It needs to be more gifable. Oh, oh, there he goes. What? Shove, shove. Whoop. Ow. Yatta. Plop, 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 plop. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, the world is bigger than me. Oh, that's super pretty. Nice. Let's get going to meet him. Cool effect. Not a bad move. Meh. Lovely. Hmm. Ah, something a little familiar. Sort of. Premium seat. No extra. Oh, like a split? Interesting. Great. Interesting stuff in the preview, but I don't know how to interpret it exactly. We'll find out next week. But I really like this episode for a number of reasons. One of the things that I'll say before we get into the weeds here, which is something that we're going to do in a moment, is that I found noticeable, and we'll talk about it, I'm sure, as we find them. There were a bunch of pops or character hits, like something happens, character says something to another character, and Kana hits a pose, and it's like a bouncy pop into a pose, and then pop out of that pose for like a quick moment. So it's not just character acting around Kana, which there's a ton of in this episode, and a lot of it is really great, as well as character acting for Kuroi Chloe over the course of the episode as well, but mostly focused around Kana. It wasn't just normal Kana character acting. There were a bunch of these like pops into a frame that were like specific, emphatic, and with emphasis on them poses or moments in the episode. And I found that those were usually used as like transition points from characters doing one thing to characters doing another thing. Like, Kana, do you want to go get food? Kana pops into a pose, goes, yay! And then we transition to, or like cut to them doing the next scene or something along those lines. I just found those to be kind of stand out and not something that we've seen constantly throughout the show. They're scattered all over the place. This just feels like the highest density of them. So I just wanted to mention that because we're going to see some of that as we go through. Then let's get into the weeds of what's actually going on in this episode. So I think the running away from home and then going back to home story is a classic story. There are a lot of like young adult movies and kids films and anime, of course, that build around that concept of like a person who is young gets in a fight and immaturely runs away instead of solving their problem, only to experience more of the world, which then reflects upon them, and they reflect upon what had happened at home and decide that going home is the best way. And when they do so, it resolves all of the things. Honestly, I think Home Alone, it's weird because it's a little bit flipped, but I think Home Alone and stories like that are an element or a similar kind of story here. Although they don't quite have the same sort of family fight in them. The idea that maybe it's worth it to go be with the people that you're with and to overcome your struggles instead of running away from them is cool and good. I love the cloud animation in the first few moments. I think it's really pretty looking. And there's another moment later when character runs through a bunch of like steam and cloud. I think it's when Chloe runs out of the warehouse that she was being kept in. And I thought it looked really good. And I think they're both animated by the same person because they have the same look to them. But I don't know who is responsible for that. And I don't know if we'll find out when we do go on to Sakakaburu. So we start doing these sort of pops here, I think. But it's also just very clever and fun. And my favorite part of this whole sequence is the last line of it. Tavis! And it hard cuts out in mid conversation because we understand everything that we need to understand right now. And I think that's really great. I think there's a propensity for creators of media to put too much stuff into a thing or to go too far. As soon as we understand what's going on, we can cut back to Kana because that's what really matters. And we don't have to keep showing her yelling at Kobayashi and running away. We get it. So I'm going to go somewhere bright, and she goes somewhere bright, and it turns out to be beautiful New York City. The city with the greatest skyline that has ever been or will ever be. Wonderful. And I'm sure that they did some location research. They could have done it. Obviously, there are pictures of lots of places in New York all over the place, and you can find them on the internet. So they may have done picture location research, but knowing KyoAni, oh, yep, Toru's there. Knowing KyoAni, they may have just done straight location research, and it looks really good. The way they've built out this section of the city is fucking fantastic. I am curious about any of the ads, so like fashion and style. I think nothing has like specific clear representation. Musical Dance with Me, Times Square Gold. Yeah, Times Square is hell. I guess that's sort of an Apple commercial. But it just says, I think, tech, I think is what it says. But I can't really tell because it's white on white. Unlimited. Start. Yeah, everything is just sort of, let's enjoy the music. Everything's sort of unbranded and kind of unclear what it actually is. And that's a perfectly reasonable way to do this. We do have Get Out. There is a hyper turbo hybrid system vehicle over there. Hyper turbo hybrid system. And, of course, Toru in the deep background eating a dot hog. Lovely. I also think that KyoAni's making pretty judicious use of these CG characters in the background. They are all CG. These people up in the foreground, this guy is 2D. This guy is drawn specifically. But it looks like they've like leveled up their CG character creation system to have more variety in it, and certainly more variety than what they use in the Japanese areas. They've populated it with a bunch of like different and additional hairstyles and hair colors and skin tones to create the sort of diversity that you actually see in a Western cosmopolitan, highly diverse city like New York, where you've got people of all sorts of different skin colors and hair types and hair colors and hair shapes and things like that all lingering together. And I think that's pretty cool. And it creates that sort of feeling of a megalopolis, which is wonderful. I also thought that the voice actor that they got for the hot dog man specifically sounded pretty good. Like he had clearly had specific English training for voice acting.
Hi there. What do you want?
It does sound like he received pronunciation British as opposed to learning, like, none of these people have New York accents.
Hi there. What do you want?
Yeah, that's received pronunciation. Hi there. What do you want? And then it's still got a bit of a far back in it. This guy is clearly well trained. A bit of a ESL flair to it. But then we get other characters who are fully ESL clearly, and are Japanese voice actors and actresses. I do wonder who these actors are and whether they're Whether they're people that we know from the rest of the show that they've just grabbed to have them do the lines, I don't know. But the hustle and bustle of the city definitely comes through to us. I think this moment where she does this is really cool for two reasons. One, because functionally and as an idea, it's really cool, and it reminds us that dragons are fucking powerful. You know, because it's hard to forget because it's a dragon Maid, right? But it is also kind of easy to get lulled into this sense that, oh, these are just these characters who are interacting with each other, and Kana's just a child. But Kana's like pretty like she's immature for a dragon, but she is a fucking dragon, and she is gigantic and extremely powerful. And that power includes mental abilities and intelligence and all these things. And she is able to just tune in and understand English as though it was Japanese, which I also think is very clever. So that's one layer of why this is cool. The other layer of why this is cool is because it's fucking gorgeous as a scene. We get these like speed lines going by as she musters her power, fucking, and it all turns into pixel. No, speed lines going by as she musters her power, little dots and dips, and then she opens her eyes, and it instantly pops into this whole layer of purple and yellow sparkles, and then green triangles that pop out as well, and it's absolutely fucking gorgeous. Little dots and pixels produce the hello world that appears. And she just reprograms herself to understand it in just a flash of really gorgeous effects. I think this is gorgeous. And it's a gorgeous effect. And it also, I think the sound effect on it is probably pretty good. I don't remember. Big shiny sound. Like, I wonder what that actually is. It sounds like a bunch of bells at the same time, like shing. It's amazing. I think it's amazing. I think it's fantastic. Okay, so she can understand all the things, throws down the money again, doesn't do a thing. Forever Young with Dear Cola. Is that? Yep, Dear Cola. Forever Young, Dear Cola, with a somewhat Coke font, which is great. Okay. Going to a dark alley, instantly runs by. Wait, what the fuck? And of course is immediately there with her being silly and being able to casually run alongside because, again, dragon. Okay. So they are really, truly, and genuinely mafia bad people. And we sort of, I guess, learn that because this guy swings full bore backhandedly at a child as far as he's aware. Of course, it's Kana, so we're not worried about this. And we get something that has always been fun in Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, which is overpowered dragons beating up scumbags. It's really cathartic, and I have no problem with it. It's ridiculous, and beep. Pop, poop, pow. Beautiful. Michael, no! And of course, everybody else gets the same treatment, and we run away. Gosh, that is an amazing little moment. So much is moving. It actually does have the vibe of Times Square. Just because everything on those screens is moving at the same time, and then all the people are moving and stuff. It's really fantastic. Okay, so Kana introduces herself to Chloe. Chloe is clearly a relatively sheltered young girl who has run away for her own reasons and yada yada. And Kana is Kana and just wants to play. Forget about all that shit that you're thinking about. I'll whisk you off to Pleasure Island. Waha, yay, right? Like Pinocchio style. And it's perfect. Chloe is super happy about this because she never gets the chance to do this. This is all simple, like, storytelling that's sort of in the background of what the characters are actually doing, and yet we pick up on it perfectly and amazingly, and that's that KyoAni magic of sprinkling in, like, real genuine motivation behind the actions of the characters in a way that the actions of the characters perfectly reveal, it's great storytelling. The actions of the characters perfectly reveal what their motivations and actual true story is, while they are not necessarily telling us that. It's just showing us, and it's, like, excellent and really, like, concise. I think it's really good. Also, obviously, credit to Cool, fucking his full name, the mangaka for the actual writing behind this, which works. we realize at least that some of her story is true, because she has a black card, which is expensive, and you have to have a lot of money banked to get something like that. Are you rich, Chloe? Yes. And there was this Saikawa, and she is crazy. And is she okay? Well, yes. And there's Toru in the background, of course, because they didn't lie to us. They told us the truth. And all of this location research. Is this I'm gonna look up, is this Bethesda Fountain? I don't think it is. Oh, yep, it is. Yep, that's Bethesda Fountain. Okay. So I'll shout something out now. I only know that because of I haven't spent a lot of time in New York. I've been a couple of times, and I haven't been like around the city a lot. Like gone and seen the sights or all any of that jazz. Mostly I was like flying through, and I think a couple times stayed a night in the city. But I don't really remember. In any case, I know this because of Dimension 20, The Unsleeping City. If you have an interest in D&D and actual play shows, I will shout out. They don't need me to shout them out. They're one of the more popular actual play shows in existence. But I will shout out Dimension 20's The Unsleeping City. It's a fantastic show. It's College Humor Cast, Brandon Lee Mulligan directing or DMing, and it takes place in New York City. A version of New York City that I won't spoil for you all. But the Bethesda Fountain does play into it to a certain extent in the first season for a little bit. And so I recognize it because there is the angel of Bethesda Fountain. I was like, that's an angel in a fountain. Is that that? Is that that? And now I know, and that's that. So that's very cool to me. But yeah, shout outs to Dimension 20's The Unsleeping City. It's a really cool show. I find it most fascinating for how the players interact with each other and the sheer amount of like respect and compassion that these individuals actually in real life have for actually each other, and how that comes through in the way that they play. It really is quite fascinating to me. And a part of that is the ever wonderful Ali Beardsley, who plays a lovely character named Pete the Plug in the season in the show. And the journey that they go on with their characters is really fantastic, and the way that everyone treats each other is really exceptional to me. So if you want something kind of like, it's D&D, it's fighting bad things and stuff. But if you want something like really wholesome and to, in a weird way, regain some faith in humanity, I would recommend it. So check that out if you'd like to. And if you do, come back here to this video and let me know that you did, so that, yeah, that's a thing. Okay, great. So we do some things, we feed some horses. I was really surprised that we didn't feed like a horse cop's horse, because like Times Square horse cops are like a specific thing that is only really in New York, but maybe they don't even know about that, but it is a thing. I thought this moment, this sequence with the skating is actually really cool, with the swinging camera, swing from down to up, swing down to up again with Kana. I think it's really sick. And it's a sick trick, too. I think it's cool animation. I think it's a cool moment. Okay, so doing stuff, doing things. Sia Kobayashi. And this is a classic element. You see somebody who reminds you of the thing that you're trying to avoid and decide not to avoid it. Okay, so we get this pop from Chloe here. Pop. Big interaction. I love this. Okay, so the whole scene is orange, right? And I actually wrote this down. Oh, I also wrote down 430 gangsters. What was I writing down here? What was the moment? It's that they're all... Oh, okay. It was this moment as they run past the camera this way. Gosh, that's gorgeous. It really... like, we don't hold the camera on Chloe specifically, but we are holding her at like near a PowerPoint in the frame. So we hold on her face in a way that we catch on to the like what getting dragged off in one direction by this new character that she's met, and I think that's fantastic. Okay, but then the other thing that I wrote was I wrote 740 color back of head, which is a weird way to write this out, but I think it is clear once you look at the frame and the way that this works, exactly how it works. So first off, simple framing. rule of thirds is like there's a third here and a third here and a third here and a third here, and it immediately becomes apparent that Kana is standing at a top right power point and Chloe is standing at a top right power point from the outset of the framing. It's like, okay, that's pretty simple and specific. Okay, then we drop from there into perfect shot, reverse shot, right? The characters maintain their positions, but we flip flop them, right? Maintained position. She maintains her PowerPoint. Chloe maintains her PowerPoint, and yet we are closer to them and like fully reversed, right? That's clever. Well done. So we shoot over the Kana's left shoulder as we come in after we shoot over Chloe's right shoulder. But then the thing that really changes here, and it's kind of literally in the background, which is interesting, is that Kana's side of the street is bathed in sunlight because it's like sunset. And we drop out to where there's still this halo of light around the characters, but because everything on this side is in shadow, because of the way that the city works, everything on this side is in shadow. We completely changed the color palette of the scene, almost like JoJo's style. We shift the color at an emotional moment because we're signaling to our back, like, base reptilian brain, nighttime, darkness, scary things, sadness, somber, serious, all those things, right? Like, to demonstrate how distinct this color shift is, don't look at the frame, look at me, and look at the color coming off of my screen. I am glowing orange, I am dark, right? Like, my only light is coming from my lights, and then all the light from the screen is now blue-purple. That's how much the shift is there. I love this. I love this. This is so simple, and yet it immediately goes like, boom, we're in serious mode. Something's really actually happening here. We can't just live in what Chloe is living in. We can't stay there. Can't stay there forever. That's joyous and wonderful and great, but there is serious stuff to deal with. And then immediately we turn our attention to both of them and frame both of them in the middle of the scene, and it becomes a mixture of both things, right? There's still sunlight and joy and stuff on these steps. It's still only a little dark out, and yet there's this like there are these looming shapes of darkness and gray, right? Like, this is coming to a close. This wonderful day that we've had together and this joyous experience is in fact coming to a close. And so it puts us on this like slow decline denouement sequence as our characters talk about what they should do, and she brings more of the somberness in, right? It's darker, more of the somberness in. I need to go home, and that reflects on her, and then she becomes a part of it as well. And then it becomes all Dutch angly and scared and spooked as our characters start to resolve this with each other. Then Kana becomes the brightness and reaches out in brightness, in light, to say, let's go together. I'll go with you. No worries. And then sheer darkness, pure darkness, grabs our pure golden child and yoinks her away from us before we can actually resolve the conflict. A whole story told with two colors. It really is a story told with these two colors, this like darkness and this golden light. And then the shadow of actual evil and actual darkness comes and rips her away, preventing our slow denouement and forcing Kana to go hard. And so she does. Crackle, crackle, pop, crazy, crazy, crazy. Cruelty, cruelty, cruelty. I love this. I love that the lights go out and we turn our villains into like goofy humor villains. It can be a good thing to do. Clearly these are fucking bad guys, but we're in a zone where like we are pretty confident Kana's gonna get there and fix this before anything seriously bad can happen to Chloe. And there's a fine line to walk there, especially when we're talking about like a child and they're thinking violence toward a child. There's a fine line to walk there where like this actually gets really scary if we don't play it very, very carefully. And I think they walk that line really effectively over the course of the episode. Or at least in not even walking the line, they stay firmly on the side of we're never really afraid that something bad will truly happen to Chloe because of how powerful Kana is. And I think that's good. The little shiver all the way through as the giant dragon eye looks at him is great. The enormous cloud of smoke is amazing, and the screams from everybody, including Chloe, are wonderful. Love the way that this smoke and like dust looks, and I particularly like, I think it might be my favorite visual cut in the episode, how she runs through it and puffs out to the other side. I think that's just lovely. And gets here, I don't taste good, please don't eat me. And immediately we switch from that to the joy of riding at night on Kana's back, and it's super duper cute and wonderful. So we drop her in fucking Minnesota, and we have this vision of what is back at home. We return, and Toru is there the whole time, and it's a great reveal. I think the moment of Kana running up and just grabbing Kobayashi, just like, meh, and then not knowing what she's going to say to make everything better, wonderful. Just really wonderful. Oh. I think that's cleverer than clever, even. Because these two characters walk by, like humans focus on eyes, right? Like we track to people's eyes to see where they're looking. And they draw out these characters' eyes effectively, like they're clear and we see what they're looking at. We can see their full iris and pupil, as opposed to people in the further background who are just like dark spots or whatever. So immediately we're drawn to Kana's eyes, but then in a PowerPoint, we're drawn to this person's eyes. Immediately we track those, at least for me. I looked at him, tracked him looking at Kana, and then followed them as they kept walking past Kana, immediately forcing me to be like, not notice Toru in the background. But then again, I didn't notice Toru in any of the other moments either. She's not in PowerPoints in the episode, which helps. It's just lovely. It's really well done. Okay, sleepy summer days. So I like the Chloe interlude. I think it's a great section of show. I love how Toru's or Kobayashi's whole mouth just like spirals. I think it's super cute. Don't love the two things going on at the same time with dialogue on the TV, and then also that, but it does create that sort of like lazy Sunday summer vibe. So that's fine. Man, spilling tea. This moment where she's just like holding still as it goes, and it's just like tick 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 tick. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Doesn't work. It doesn't work. It smears the things. Fuck. Trying to make it work. I do love being plugged into her own tail. It's a thing that that I had forgotten that she can do. Somen is easy to make. We make some somen. We grab some things. We go and do some stuff. There. Pop. See, that's one of them pops. There are also these jumps, which we talked about early into first season as a clever technique to not even really show time passing, just to keep pace going, to keep flow going. It fucking works. It's great. Okay. So simple and cute and very Dragon Maidy is this whole... Oh, there's one. There's one. Okay, there's a pop. Pop. Hold. So it's more like pop, waver, hold. And the effects are a part of it as well. Pop. Down. Cute. And of course, cut, 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 cut. Yay! More of the same, more simple stuff, more cuteness. Mr. Quiet, I guess. Big rain, lovely. Shake out like a dog, super cute. Reference to the first season with the rain boots and the gifable gif. Wonderful. Shoving Mr. Quiet into a van. Get the fuck in there. Amazing. Just amazing. And lots of little cute moments and a little home for that thing to go, and also a home for us to go to. We get this sweet little moment where Kana really sees Kobayashi here. I love this little like white fade transition. Cut, white fade. It creates such an effect, right? I don't know how to put words to it, which I guess I should know how to do because that's my job, but it does create an emotional effect. And we fade out with just our characters talking in the background, like all is well in the world. All has been forgiven from the first segment of the episode, and all is good going forward. It is really, really nice. It's just nice, right? I like this episode a lot, like a lot, a lot. I think it's super cute. I think the whole first section is top tier. Uh, yeah, is top tier Kobayashi's Dragon Maid stuff. Okay, I'm gonna look it up on Sakugaburu just to see if we can find an artist for any of the particularly interesting cuts. Specifically, I'm interested in the smoky cuts because that smoke effect I thought was really, really great. Like lots of layers. The character running through it actually disturbs the smoke in a really effective way. I thought it was really good. So let me see. This will be hard to do because it's not delineated by season effectively. Oh, I found a couple. Just by scrolling through, I found a few. Give me a sec. Great. I'll pull this up for you. There you go. Should be up in a sec. There it is. Dum, bum, bum, ba, ba, da, ba, ba. Just artist unknown. Simple stuff. Okay, great. Initial clouds, artist unknown. Sad. I thought it was really good. Tatsuya Sato with the running and then the more running and the speed lines and everything in the background, which is great. Is this the full fight? Yep, it is. Okay. Pop, flip, pow. Wonderful. Really good, great stuff. And then this moment, I actually think is a different artist. But it could be the same because of the running scene in the beginning. So I'm down. Tatsuya Sato. Lovely. All the other ones are artist unknown. So this is the skating one, which is unfortunately artist unknown. And I do think it's great. I think it's a great cut. And obviously other people do too. All these guys jump out, grab her, speed away, boing, 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 boing. Nani? No. My new friend, I am angered. I am tail now. I do love that like weird watercolor, almost digital, like digital snowy looking thing. It's fucking crazy. Shimmer, brrr, and freak out and wonderful. Oh, okay, the smoke and clouds and fog and stuff are here, and then the moment when she runs through it is here, but it's artist unknown. So, fuck me running. Okay. T, cuteness, T, sip, just simple character stuff, and the little mouth doing circles is very cute. Sleepy characters are great, and I like them a lot, but again, it's artist unknown, so fuck me running. That is a running theme with looking up things on Sakugaburu is, ooh, that would be great to know who did that. Oh, no, nobody knows. Okay, all right. Okay, sure. Whatever. Regardless, this has been a lovely, lovely little episode of Kobayashi-san Chi no Maid Dragon S. I've enjoyed it a whole lot. I hope you've enjoyed it too. We're gonna end there for the day. I hope it's been good. I'm glad to be back and recording and making videos and content and stuff. So obviously, I could get sick again. I'm going to do everything in my power to avoid doing so. But next week, we should be finishing up Dragon Maid. So if you'd like to see that and get a little bit of an early access, you can check that out on the Patreon, as well as looking toward whatever we watch next on the Wednesday slot, which should be something recent. I don't know, because of the 2 extra weeks that have been like the weird delays that we've had. I don't know how we're sitting in terms of like new things airing. I don't know if we've got like 2 seasons worth of new things that have come out or something like that. It might be weird. But there will be a new poll soon-ish, for new things. So check that out as well. It'll be on the Patreon. And you'll have the chance to get your voice heard and see if you want to influence what we watch next on the Wednesday slot. Regardless, I had a ton of fun with this episode of Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. I hope you did too, and I hope to catch you next week when we probably finish it up. See you there. Peace.